Recently, I published a video about translating a song from Italian into English in a form that could actually be sung rather than being totally literal. You may think I left it there. I didn't. In the meantime, I've tried translating a few other songs. Which ones is not important. And I've learnt some things and found a strange anomaly, which I'm going to talk about today. First, trying to sing along with songs in Italian is a great way to get your head around some of those difficult to say phrases. Remember this from the previous video that I read out at an elderly snail's pace? Sui tuoi capelli bianchi. Admittedly, that's without all the other words around it, but it's progress. So, on to the songs. That original song I translated, Torna a casa, was very word-heavy. You may have noticed. So word-heavy there was barely space to breathe. But some of the other songs I've been looking at have much shorter lines. In fact, they're so truncated that apart from obscuring the meaning to brain-squeezing levels for a foreigner, that may be a slight exaggeration, something else weird happens. Any guesses if you watched that original video? Nope. Well, I previously discussed how Italian uses a lot more syllables to say the same thing. But when the lines are really short, turns out that the English is often longer. Annoyingly longer. So you end up having to do weird things to cut it back. How on earth does that happen? Italians are better at being concise when they want to be. Is that a thing? The next thing I found is that the first meaning of a word, the one that Google puts at the top of the list, or the one that you learnt when you were learning the language, is not necessarily the one that's being used. But it's probably the one that's being used in the bog standard online translations that you see. Of course, I can't be 100% certain about this. I didn't write the songs, but I believe it to be true. So if something sounds really weird in English, or in whatever other language you may speak, look at the other meanings of the word. There may be something that sounds a lot better and is more appropriate. There are also likely to be some abbreviations and not ones that you will have learnt. For example, K is usually translated as that, but it didn't seem right to me, and I looked it up and I found that K is often used as an abbreviation of perché. Google said that this was mainly for young people, but things that young people say often filter through to the rest of the population, so who knows how true that is now. And of course some language may be specific to a particular region. If you have trouble translating something, maybe look up where the song's writer comes from and see if there's something there. So these are the ways your language learning will benefit from trying to translate songs specifically. You'll get your pronunciation better because you're going to have to sing along. It's obligatory. You'll almost certainly learn new meanings of words. You might find out about some more colloquial language. And most important of all, you'll have fun. What more could you want?